All right, we got the 5 minute market cap recap. It's Friday, 20 March 2020. So right now, the market is basically at break even with the Dow. The S&P is down 1%. The Nasdaq is break even as well, and the Russell 2000 is break even now. If we were looking like 5 minutes ago, the Russell 2000 was up 6% or something like that. Now it's just break even. So a lot is happening right now. You have a bunch of bounces. So MGM Grand Resorts is up 20% today. So what do bounces mean? When you have massive bounces like this, when you have a company, MGM Grand is a hotel. All of the Floyd Mayweather, like all the boxing fights are always there, right? UFC, Floyd Mayweather fights, Canelo, they're all at the MGM Grand. It bounced 20% today. Meanwhile, it's closed. Like Las Vegas is shut down right now and somehow they're bouncing. So what a bounce like this means is we're in a stock market crash, right? Every time you have crazy bounces like this, 20% in a day for a company that's closed, we're in a crash. And the reason why it's bouncing like this is because the volatility is so high and it's like an elastic band. So you pull the band as long as you can and then it snaps. So this is something I would definitely short today on the bounce because it can't stay there. The win when Resorts is also in Vegas, it's down or it's up 9%. And two companies that I really don't know who they are. So then if you look at Europe, a bunch of companies I've never heard of. EasyJet up 15%. Can't be. They're not going to be flying anywhere. So next point, the Fed's balance sheet. So the Fed's balance sheet is now at 4.5 trillion because they're trying to pay for everyone's debts and pay everyone's salary. So, and that hasn't done anything. The market's still down 30%. So you have to be up 43% just to get your money back. JP Morgan, at least they're giving their tellers $1,000 bonus because they don't have any work. What else do we have? We have AT&T. So AT&T's plans for their $4 billion stock buyback is now scrapped. So you're going to see AT&T stock drop because they're no longer buying back stock. And as you can see, it's already down 7.7% today, but that's not even the beginning of the move. The California government, some good news. California governor is shutting down the state. That's actually what we need to combat the coronavirus. So that's some good news. Now, job losses in Ohio just came up. Ohio alone had 78,000 jobless claims this week, which is 2,500% increase. So the stats about the recession, this is a stat you want to follow is jobless claims everywhere, right? And they're going to spike. So that's how we're going to show we're in a crash and a recession. Air Canada. So in Canada, Air Canada just laid off 5,000 flight attendants. That's crazy. And it looks like Trudeau is on TV again live.
The beaches there and celebrate spring break. But the problem with this is
California's finally telling these people on the beach spreading coronavirus to stay home. No idea what they're doing. As long as they're not touching anyone. Still, I don't want to be that close, like how close these people are. I want to be like way out here by myself and talk to nobody, touch nobody. But anyways, yeah, they're just spreading the virus, the layoffs. So there's a report out here that's saying we're going to have between 500,000 and 5 million people without a job by the end of this coronavirus. Bank of America is saying the recession is already here. It looks like all the banks, they were denying it last time. This time they're not denying it. They're actually going with the real stats, which is scary. That's why the market's down so fast, because before they were lying to us and not changing the ratings in 2008, and then it just all came at once. Everything was fine until all of the banks went bankrupt, like on the same day. So at least now they're telling the truth. Now some stocks that went up, Tiffany's up. All of these stocks that are bouncing today, you're going to want to short or get out of them. If you're holding these stocks, get out of them, right? Because the bounces aren't going to hold that long. Like Tiffany's bounce was like they were up at $127 and they're down a full dollar. And yeah, we already talked about the jobless claims. So that's the update. So if we look at the market again, S&P is now down. The Nasdaq is still there and the Russell's still up. So that's the 5